Long ago, in the earliest days of human civilization, people looked up at the stars. They watched the natural world with awe and curiosity. They began to ask deep questions. Not just how things happened, but why. What does our existence mean? This curiosity gave birth to philosophy, the love of wisdom. Philosophy is the search for truth. It explores life's biggest questions. In ancient Greece, around the 6th century BCE, Western philosophy began. The pre-Socratic thinkers were the first. They used reason instead of myth to explain the world. Thales said everything comes from water. Anaximander spoke of the Apeiron, a boundless source of all things. Heraclitus said, everything flows. He believed change is the essence of reality. Parmenides disagreed. He said change is an illusion. What is, he claimed. Socrates shifted focus to ethics and human behavior. He believed true wisdom began with knowing one's own ignorance. His method of questioning exposed contradictions. It helped others find truth. The unexamined life is not worth living, he said. He was put on trial for his ideas and sentenced to death. Plato, his student, built a vast system of thought. He believed in the world of forms, eternal, perfect ideas. The form of beauty, he said, lies behind all beautiful things. In the Republic, he imagined a society ruled by philosopher kings. Reason and justice were the guides. Aristotle, Plato's student, preferred observation. He rejected the forms. He believed we find essence in the world around us. He created logic. He studied ethics, politics, and science. Man is a rational animal, he said. For him, the good life meant living with virtue. He called it eudaimonia, flourishing. In the Hellenistic era, new schools emerged. The Stoics, like Zeno and Marcus Aurelius, taught self-control. You have power over your mind, not outside events, said Aurelius. The Epicureans valued simple pleasures and friendship. Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not, said Epicurus.
In India, philosophy was rich and diverse. The Upanishads taught that Atman, the soul, is one with Brahman, the universal spirit. Liberation, moksha, comes through this realization. The Bhagavad Gita urged action without attachment. Do your duty without concern for results, said Krishna. Buddhism taught the Four Noble Truths. Life is suffering. Suffering has a cause, it can end. The path is ethical living, meditation, and wisdom. The Buddha said, be a lamp unto yourself. In China, Confucius emphasized harmony, family, and moral duty. Do not do to others what you do not want done to yourself, he taught. Laozi, founder of Daoism, spoke of the Tao, the way. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, he said. Zhuangzi celebrated freedom and the absurd. Happiness is the absence of the striving for happiness. In the Islamic world, philosophy flourished. Al-Kindi, Al-Farabi, Avicenna, and Averroes built on Greek ideas. Avicenna imagined the flying man to prove the soul exists. He said, the knowledge of anything is not innate but is due to a cause. Al-Ghazali criticized pure reason. He embraced faith and mysticism. Sufi philosophers like Rumi explored divine love. What you seek is seeking you, Rumi wrote. Ibn Arabi described the unity of all existence. He who knows himself knows his Lord. In Rome, Cicero translated Greek thought. He stressed duty and the common good. Later, Plotinus offered a mystical Platonism. He spoke of the One, the source of all being.
During the Middle Ages, Christian philosophers thrived. Augustine fused Plato with faith. You have made us for yourself, O Lord, he wrote. Thomas Aquinas united Aristotle and Christianity. He saw faith and reason as allies. His 5 ways were arguments for God's existence. The Renaissance brought humanism. Thinkers like Erasmus and Machiavelli examined human nature and politics. The scientific revolution changed inquiry. Bacon praised experimentation. Descartes doubted everything. I think, therefore I am, he declared. The Enlightenment expanded reason. Locke said knowledge comes from experience. He argued for life, liberty, and property. Kant wrote that the mind shapes experience. He called us to duty. Act only according to that maxim whereby you can will that it should become a universal law. Hume doubted causality. He believed habits, not certainty, guide belief. Hegel proposed that history unfolds in a dialectic, thesis, antithesis, synthesis. Schopenhauer saw life as driven by a rational will. He suggested compassion and art could offer peace. Kierkegaard focused on personal faith. He valued authenticity. Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. Marx explored history and economics. He called for revolution. Philosophers have only interpreted the world. The point is to change it. Nietzsche rejected old values. God is dead, he announced. He urged the creation of new ones. Become who you are. Existentialists like Sartre and de Beauvoir explored freedom. Sartre said, man is condemned to be free. De Beauvoir wrote, one is not born, but rather becomes, a woman. Analytic philosophers like Russell and Wittgenstein focused on logic and language. Continental thinkers like Heidegger and Foucault studied being and power. Foucault said, knowledge is not made for understanding, it is made for cutting.
In recent times, Rawls proposed justice as fairness. Imagine a society built behind a veil of ignorance. Butler redefined gender. Gender is performative, she said. Nagel asked, what is it like to be a bat? Dennett explored consciousness and the self. Today, philosophers tackle climate change, technology, and AI. Philosophy helps us think clearly. It challenges our assumptions. It invites us to reflect. From the Greek agora to global universities, its questions endure. Why are we here? What is good? How should we live? Philosophy doesn't give final answers. It opens minds. It teaches us to live examined lives, and through them, to shape a wiser world.